Let's get the vibe right. Welcome to the show. Bison Spotlight. Chip and B Smooth, bringing heat to your ears. He washing the mix, facing down all fears. From the court to the crowd where the legends are born. Howard University, we're breaking the norm. Bison Nation stands strong through thick and thin. Basketball vibes, it's more than a win. Every dribble, every shot, it's a story to tell. Ray of excellence, we ringing the bell. Chip Washington's the name, self-proclaimed fanatic. In the heart of the game, his passion's emphatic. Come on, let's ride with the Bison crew. Passion and pride in everything we do. Hoops and dreams, we're reaching for the stars. Bison Brothers Podcast is who we are. Come on, let's ride with the Bison crew. Passion and pride in everything we do. Hoops and dreams, we're reaching for the stars. Bison Brothers Podcast is who we are.
We told you. Yes.
You are literally one day late, bro. You called the win. I think you were just 1 day late. 1 day late. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the intro hits better after a victory.
You're absolutely right. And you know what it does for us, bro? Because we won on this first night, celebrating our Lady Bison, the championship culture here. Let's warm it up like we normally do, bro. Hey. Thanks for joining. Hey.
Good job.
If we keep winning like this, you're gonna get sick of us. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Hey. Oh my God.
Yes.
Blood.
Yes. Welcome.
Woosah, 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 woosah.
Welcome.
Woo.
Oh yes, this ladies' night.
Oh yes. Yes. Yes.
Shout out to Cool in the game.
Oh.
Oh, I love
This
it.
is what we're talking about. Welcome, everyone, to the live Bison Brothers Basketball Podcast, your number one for all things Bison basketball on this Victory Tuesday. My name is Chip Washington, your self-appointed Bison basketball fanatic.
My man, my brothers, this is your boy, Brian Foston B. Smooth. Still the lover of all things Howard, the lover of all things basketball, and definitely the lover of all things winning. Shout out to the Lady Bison. What's up, E? How you doing, bro?
What's up? Oh, yeah, it's ladies' night.
Hey. Hey.
Future's so bright, I had to wear shades, baby.
Hey, there you go.
Just let me know when you get your daddy's records, E. Watch. Let me know when you get your daddy's records. Shout out to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this weekend, baby. This is what we're doing. But before we get to the weekend, baby, you may have noticed that we did this twice in 1 week. We had our anniversary yesterday, still celebrating that 1 year anniversary of the Bison Brothers Basketball Podcast. Bringing the stories to you that you don't get to hear anywhere else. Tonight, we wanted to make sure that we were equitable in our celebration. So it just so happens last night, the men took the stage and we got a chance to talk about them. But tonight, as my man E. Wash would say, is ladies' night. Ladies' night. So we got a little bit of recap, man, for those who weren't able to watch the game. I know there was some technical difficulties. Let me put it like this: technical difficulties in the stream for the first half. But when they got it together, we had the game in hand. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're hoping to have a few of the coaches and players join us as they have a chance to. I know I want to shout out our listeners that are listening on both Instagram Live and checking us out here, as well as on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. We'll be shouting you out along the way. Please let us know if you watched the game, who you thought was your player of the game. Put it in the chats. We'll read them as the show goes on, and we'll try to get out of here reasonably early tonight. But we're celebrating. we're celebrating. So if you are about Howard and about winning, hang out a little bit. We're going to have some fun tonight. But before we go any further, Chip, our visionary, why do we do this podcast, bro? Why do we do this podcast?
Boom. We do it, number one, because we love Howard University basketball. And we do it to unite and galvanize Bison Nation. And that's you, the fans of Howard University basketball. And we do it to support these championship teams, this dream factory, the championship culture, Mecca made, as we put on display tonight, the dog mentality, the built different, supporting these teams on their championship excellence and on their run to greatness. That's why we do this podcast. And we like to implore Bison Nation, as you saw the greatness that you witnessed tonight, to continue to support these teams. They need your support. And you can do that in so many ways. Financially, you can do it by giving to the team's name, image, and likeness collective, the Mecca Society. And you could do that by going to the meccasociety.org. We got the specific women's team link going right across the bottom right now. So you can go right there and donate directly to the women's team or to the men's team. You can do that at the meccasociety.org. You can also give to the Bison Express Booster Club at hubison.com. And you can also give through FanStake at fanstake.com and use the code MECCA25. And I have to continue to say that we have for the men, we got a $25,000 matching anonymous donor. We just got to do our part and get up to the 25,000. So do that. Go to fanstake.com. Continue so many ways to support these teams financially, and go to the games like we saw yesterday with the men at the Burr. When they're at the Burr, when the ladies are at the Burr this Saturday against FAMU, everybody needs to be at the Burr. You live in DC, you in Maryland, you in Virginia, you close. We need to see you at the Burr. And as always, please tell everybody about where you are right now. The number one home for Bison basketball, the Bison Brothers Basketball Podcast. Subscribe. Matter of fact, hit the like button right now. Hit the subscribe. If you are not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button.
Not now, but right now.
Right now. Give us your comments. You can hear this podcast just about anywhere, on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple, and you can follow us on Instagram at Bison Brothers Basketball. And so we are here again, like I said, for you, Bison Nation, to galvanize the support behind this championship team. We're going to talk about this dub tonight from the ladies. Oh, I can't wait to get into it, baby. Let's go.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Chip, you always get us hyped, man. And I know everybody listening in is hopefully hearing what gets us up for these games to talk about them. We're constantly on our phones, chatting and texting back and forth. We're trying to figure out how to watch the stream so we all don't get ahead of one another, because we want to make sure we see every single minute of action. Shout out to those who've been joining us on Instagram Live. I see some of our former managers on the call. Nasa, shout out to Nasa. My budding legal beagle, trying to make it happen in the next level. Right. Also saw a couple of my frat brothers. I'll see if Chip, we can get you some on here. But my brothers from Z chapter, Howard University, brother Dwight Ward, 86 is in the building, and my beloved line brother Mark Davis, Mr. Chaos himself, coming in from LA, representing the felons in the house. Man, my LB is in the building. So thank you. And I saw a few other folks on here. We'll call you out as we go. But as Chip said, we want to get into a little bit of the recap here, because, like I said, the big challenge for us is making sure that we, spend some time making sure we celebrate, dare I say, savor this win. right? Savor this win. And so on the other side of this quick break here, we're going to go right into some recaps here. Stay tuned. Hey. See, I told you we'll keep it moving tonight. And again, I know we put a few questions out there before we jump into the recap. Let us know in the comments, especially if you're following us on IG tonight on our channel, as well as on YouTube, who you thought the players of the game were. We want to shout you out as we get a chance to get to that part of the recap. But we're right at the point we wanted to be. This is why we do it, Chip. This is why we do it, bro.
Hey, you see what Ray Rogers just said in the comments. We could start right there. My man Urban Sports Ray, who I got to give a shout out, because when we were early on and we had last year, November 3rd being our anniversary, Ray supplied us with the first videos from some of the exhibition games, and that's how we made our connection. So shout out to Ray Rogers, official Urban Sports Ray, giving us the exclusive video early on.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So, but he just said Hennigan is nice.
Oh, that's already one of my talking points.
Exactly. That's why I was like, we could start right there.
And B, I got my tag on still.
Oh, God. This guy.
Exciting.
We're literally gonna talk. I knew we were gonna talk about Chicago tonight. For those who don't know, we all hail from the Midwest, but I got two of my brothers here who will rep Chicago all day, all night, all day and all night. So starting off, Ray, thanks for starting off with the Chicago shout out. You know these guys; they're gonna be on this for about 4 minutes.
All I got to say, I texted Ray this. I texted y'all this when they started talking about Ariella. We got the freaking Chicago Player of the Year.
Yeah, we do.
On our squad. What? Say that again. The Chicago Public School Assassin Player of the Year, playing for Coach Grace and the Bison.
Apparently, Ray, you're not the only one who loves Chicago. Appreciate you, bro. Deep dish pizza, Lake Michigan, Summertime Shy, and the Washington Brothers. That's what
Matter of fact, you got to remember your haters are your motivators. So I want to shout out my son, who's definitely a Chicago hater. He need to know what's up.
And Ray, we gotta. I believe we might have a special surprise because as people are chiming in and saying, "Well, who was the
player?
That's
what we want.
Yeah, who was the player of the game?" And I think, let's see if she is ready to come on in. We'll try to bring in who at least Ray said was the player of the game. I see herself getting ready. Oh! Z. Hey. Good.
Yeah. She's on my talking points too.
Congratulations, Zaniya.
Thank you.
Yeah. How you feeling after that dub?
I'm feeling great. Very excited about the win. Our first win of the season. So just looking forward. I saw great things from my teammates, and I'm just ready for us to continue on.
Yeah. Indeed. It looks like you had a load down there with what's her name? Thomas Brown or Tanisha?
Yeah,
it looked like,
but she's a very good player, I would say. But just coming into the game, my goal was to keep her under her average, and we did just that. So
No doubt, no doubt. You had an excellent game. We definitely want to congratulate you and the rest of your teammates on the dub, on the
Thank you.
win. Way to start the season. What from the scouting report on Providence? Were you guys able to kind of work with your game plan, or did you have to get out of your game plan? Did they throw anything at you that you weren't prepared for?
Honestly, we just prepared for anything. We know they had a lot of shooters, very new team, just like us. So
Right.
aside from the people that we could get film on, they have a lot of freshmen that don't have film. So really, it was just being able to adjust in game to how they play, and I think our coaches did a great job of calling out drivers and shooters. So we were able to, step up to the challenge and kind of adjust to that. And I think we just did a good job, catching it on the fly.
Great job. You did a great job.
Yeah.
No
Thank
doubt,
you.
no doubt. No doubt. And look, we don't want to hold you too long, but we thank you for coming on. And after every game, you are always welcome to come on and give us your thoughts on the game. And know you guys will take a little time to celebrate and get ready for FAMU on Saturday.
Yes.
So
I got a quick question if she got time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You seem so much more aggressive offensively, and it was obvious to me right away that really they weren't on your on y'all's level athletically, in my opinion. Did you know that right away, or like Chip said, was that something from preparation or both?
Really just preparation. I think this year I'm focusing a lot more on holding myself. I think last year I allowed people to continue to push me outside instead of holding my ground. So this year I'm really trying to focus on being able to post up, and if I don't get it the first time, just reposting, and just being able to play my game, not allowing the defense to dictate what I want to do, and me controlling the pace and controlling the flow of my own game.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I can already see the difference.
Z, I think Eric was looking for you to say after our interview you decided to get tougher down low. That's what he was hoping you would say.
This is the man on the scout. This is the man on the scout right here.
Fellas, what it do? How y'all doing?
What up?
What's
man?
going on?
What's up? What's up?
What's up, bro? What's up, E-Wash?
What's up, baby?
Yeah, I see you. I see
Hey,
you over
man.
there. You got
Great win tonight, man. Great win
you got
tonight,
your
bro.
stylistic glasses on. I see you.
Yeah. Future's
Look
so
like one of
right,
the
baby.
Commodores over there,
Future's
E-Wash.
so right.
He's trying to get
Know
his
your
daddy's
steps. I
records
see you know
this
your
weekend.
steps, E-Wash. You gotta know your steps, baby. Be smooth. What it do, family?
Hey, man,
Chip,
ain't nothing
Chip.
to it but to do it, bro.
Hey, we had Chip at practice at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
He's still sleepy. He's still sleepy from that trip, man.
yeah. I know all the drills now. I'm ready.
Hey.
I'm ready, coaches. Put me in.
Yeah. Homecoming getting up that early. That was clutch, man. We appreciate it.
Usually he's getting in by that time. You had him up when he was coming in from the park. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations, guys. Congratulations for the wonderful
Thank you so
opening
much.
win. No, you're putting
Thank
in
you
that
so
work.
much.
Keep stacking the days.
Mhm.
And got the fans on here just shouting you all out for a really great showing. Let Z know that she was the unofficial player of the game by all our fans here. So
Yeah.
she's starting off the leaderboard for us, man. But appreciate you and appreciate everything you all are doing.
Absolutely. Super
Hey.
proud of Z. Big year for Z coming up. Super proud of her. She gonna continue to do work.
No doubt, no
Thank
doubt.
y'all,
And so,
thank y'all.
y'all, you welcome, Z. So, BD, we got a question for you since she said you were kind of the scout man. Would you say how close did everyone stick to the game plan from what you guys scouted out? From what you knew about, at least with all the new players at Providence.
Yeah. The first game is always tough because if you look at their roster, 11 new players, 0 starters came back from last year's team. So you talk about doing a scout. I mean, basically in the dark. Doing a scout in the dark. But we stuck to what we do, and I think on the defensive end, I think that was key. Defensive end, free throw line was key. We had players going all up and down the stat sheet today. Everybody that came in the game did something positive and contributed to the win.
That's what's up.
And you know, our kids just wanted it, and you know, we definitely stuck to the scout as much as we could. But as a staff, we always do a great job adjusting. When we need to adjust, we'll adjust. You know, we're not gonna bang our head against the wall. If we need to change something up, we'll change it up in the middle of the game or at halftime. So we're constantly in the game talking to each other as a staff, talking to Coach Ty. Maybe she gets tired of me in her ear, stand up. I know y'all might see it on the game. I'll be standing up, getting in her ear. But I'm just giving her information, right? I'm just giving her data, right? Giving her data that she can use to make good calls throughout the game. I mean, you talk about starting a freshman point guard.
What's up?
You know, freshman point guard Ari did an amazing job handling the pressure, getting us in our sets, things like that. Then you got April Edwards that came in. She hasn't played in almost 2 years, right? Kid that's been in our system but hasn't played due to injury. But she came back, first game back, 11 huge points, 2 huge threes to pad the lead, to give us a little bit of a cushion going into the fourth quarter. So we're just super proud of her development. And, you know, the sky's the limit for this team. So we just go keep building. The goal was to be 1-0. We're 1-0. We're 1-0.
I got a question. I got a question.
What's up, E-Wash?
On yesterday's show, and, you know, we talked about this with the NBA too. So, you know, in my mind, this is something that's good for basketball. What role does player development play in not just winning tonight, but in the preseason? And then how do you incorporate it throughout the season?
Yeah, player development creates confidence, right? Those reps that we put in, the time that we put in, it creates a confidence when they get in the game. They're confident in doing what they have to do. And we've always been praised for our player development throughout the years. The proof is in the pudding. Back-to-back rookies of the year. Back-to-back rookies of the year. They go from rookie of the year to all conference. They go from all conference to player of the year.
Go on, tell.
So we pride ourselves in developing high school talent. And there's still a lot of great high school talent out there. I know the portal's there, but we still love the high school players and continue to develop them.
That's what's up.
And let me know when your album coming out, E-Wash. Let me know when your album coming out, baby. Let me know when the album coming out. We gonna bring it back. Just put me in the background, baby. Just put me in the background.
That's it.
No doubt.
Yeah, but super proud. I mean, we had a ton of support tonight too. Shout out to the fans. I mean, we had a ton of support in the crowd. I don't know if y'all saw it, man. We almost filled up the section behind us, right, with family and some Howard grads. So shout out to the HU alumni chapter out of Boston. They reached out, they shared the graphic, they told their people, and they showed up. So appreciate the alumni chapter out of Boston. Appreciate you guys, and look forward to seeing y'all soon.
Boom.
Right, man.
Hey,
back home on Saturday, baby.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Pack the Burr.
Got the rappers coming in.
No doubt. Before you get out, Coach, we wanted to let you know that Erica Lee, she said hello, live for hoops, said what's up. So we want to make sure that you knew the listeners that are listening in are giving you a shout and saying hello and congrats. So
yeah, appreciate all their support, man. That's big for our players. These young ladies work hard, and so they earned it today. We went out there and earned it.
I love it, man.
No doubt.
Absolutely. Stacking the days, brother. Stacking the days. So hey,
Smooth, how you doing, man? How you feeling?
And man, I'm well, brother. A win makes everything feel better. A win makes everything feel better.
We appreciate it.
I tell you what, though, we know you guys got to get on the road and head on back here soon. But thanks for jumping on. We wanted to do a double up because we wanted to give you all the love you deserve. All the love you all deserve,
appreciate
bro.
That, man. Love the platform. Love sharing it with everybody. So, you know, get them followers up, man. Everybody got to tune in, man. These brothers doing it.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I can't leave y'all without saying, "Hey, you
no,
salute."
My bad.
See you on Saturday. All right.
Peace out, man.
Appreciate it. Peace.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
That was pretty cool, Chip. That was pretty cool.
Hey, man. Hey, like, you know, it's season 2 of the Bison Brothers Basketball Podcast. We told y'all yesterday we're trying to raise the level of the program. We got the fan engagement. Fans, we want to hear you some more. I need to hear in the chat who do y'all think was the player of the game? I know Ray said it was Z Paynes and Nia Thomas. Saw a couple of people saying Ari was an assassin. Hey, we don't want to leave out April and now Miller and the pride of Terre Haute.
That's what's up.
That's right, Zoe.
That's what's up.
CBG, Destiny getting it on. I mean, we had so many contributors. Oh man, it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
Good for basketball.
Yes, indeedy. So let's be E. Grant say Z Payne with the honorary mention for Ari. All right. Oh, okay, Liv for hoops saying, but truly the team defense was the best. Hey, Liv, you are absolutely right, because they were scrappy tonight. Yes. Yes. Okay, so Liv said, so Zaniya, Z Payne in the first half and April in the second. Huh? Okay. All right. I'm not mad at that take.
I love it.
I'm not mad at that.
I love it.
Ray said, hey, Liv, Ray said you can only pick one. Hey, you gotta make a decision.
Yep.
Gotta make a decision.
This isn't voting, man. You can vote whoever you want, man. Everybody's winning tonight. Hey, listen up as the listeners are coming in, Chip. Just quick recap for those who may not have been able to catch the program. So if you hadn't checked it, if you've been just tuning in, wondering why we online tonight on a Tuesday, we wanted to make sure we opened up both the men and women's campaigns with a live show. This is part of our new offering for season 2. And tonight we were able to actually get on just in time to catch the end of the game. The coverage picked up about halfway through the stream tonight. But at the same time, just for everybody to know, we did win tonight, 68-56 against the Providence Friars, Big East team that's rebuilding. They had a bunch of new people. We had a bunch of new people. Our bunch of new people showed up a little bit better today because we were ready to play. And so we were checking the stat line because, Zaniya definitely was doing her thing. But as Liv pointed out, what doesn't show up in the box scores was how good our defense was. Because once we got through the first quarter, which was pretty close, 14-13, we never really relinquished the lead from that point. We went into halftime and obviously came out of halftime really ready to play. And at some point in the second half, we got up by as much as 18 points. So we were playing the game that we needed to play. I think we may have actually, took the foot off the gas when we were getting close to the end. So we made it, we had to sit up straight, for those last minute and 30 seconds or so. But it was definitely a way to start the season. And talking with Ty Grace, we got an interview coming up with her a little later this week. We're going to drop the first part of that. She talked about how important it was to get a sense of what the team is going to look like in the non-conference schedule. And I believe we learned some things tonight. So I wanted to make sure we run through that because as we do, we're going to let some of these comments build up and we'll pop them on the screen. But wanted to hear from you guys. What else did you see? I know we get past the winning because we're going to do that a lot more. I know this is just the beginning. But what else did you all see tonight that has you excited about our Lady Bison coming into the championship campaign this year? Got E-Wash up first?
Yo, man, I was writing this stuff down furiously during the game. So the first thing that got me excited that keeps coming up is the defensive aggressiveness, right? And I think that was a reflection, not only like the coach said, player development, but it was also a reflection of the underrated level of athleticism that they have. So I just feel like, hey, man, for this to be a Big East team and how we keep talking about the paradigm changing, I think within a minute or so of watching, I was like, hey, they actually look more athletic than Providence, in my humble opinion. So that's one thing. And I think that contributed to their aggressiveness overall, right? And their defensive aggressiveness at the end, because I think that's what allowed them to kind of close it out strong. And then on top of that, we keep talking about, I kind of go back to this interview. Ty Grace, man, world class. I'm like, oh man, to have the chutzpah to, we gonna challenge this. And when the announcers was going through it, I was like, yeah. So coaching is on point. Again, we talked about reloading all the time. So the other thing I get excited about, obviously, is Chi-Town stand up. And then the last thing, which we already touched on, is seeing somebody like Thomas blossom in the opening game against that kind of opponent. You can't help but get excited about the rest of the year.
Hey, no doubt. No doubt. I think for me, I would say first and foremost was the depth.
Good point.
I got insulted. I got insulted when the announcer said, you know, they took out Ari, they took out Thomas, and they took out now Miller, and they were like, oh, maybe Providence could make a run now, you know, with the three. I was like, really? You still had April on the floor, Zoe on the floor, Destiny on the floor, Dylan on the floor. I was like, the audacity. So, you know,
that sounds like a confessions, Chip.
It does. It does. It does. Chip is putting together a series about relationships. He started out with his addiction message, and he's talking about an unhealthy affinity towards your exes, and now we got to talk about this. Yeah. I think we got something to go through here.
Yeah, no. So I think the depth showed itself, and we still didn't get really contributions, you know, significant contributions from Jada Kendrick, from Emma Nukwe, Genesis parent. Like, so the ceiling is just, it's off the chain in terms of what we can do. This is just game one. So I mean, you know, so much room for improvement off an already great product. So yeah, I would say just immediate the depth. You know, excited about the depth. So and to Z Payne's point, Zaniya Thomas's point, you know, she in our interview, and we encourage people to go back to season 1 to watch our interview with her. She put the pressure on herself. She said she wanted to be MEAC Player of the Year, and as Eric Grant just said in the comments, you know, Z Payne demonstrated that she is the clear leader of the team, and so, you know, she put the pressure on. She stepped up tonight because the young lady she was guarding was a handful. And
so Chip, if I didn't know any better, you saying she had to bear down. She had to bear down.
Oh my goodness.
She had to bear down. She had to bear down. She had to bear down.
I didn't see that coming because he had the sunglasses on, but he definitely. He brought Chicago back. Stand up. Chicago, stand up. I love that.
Hey,
that's why I got my Ian Wheeler up there, baby.
That's right. Hey, shout out to the mission of the show. I definitely want to point out Erica Lee says she donated $100 to the Mecca Society tonight in honor of their win. Erica, I'm going to match you. I'm going to donate $100 myself to the Mecca Society on the women's team behalf. So thanks for showing some leadership there, Erica Lee. Everybody, if you wanna match me and Erica, $100 to the Mecca. It's scrolling right across the bottom there.
That's it, right there. Just tag in.
Donate directly to the women's team. So that is what we're here for, to continue to get support behind these championship teams, this championship culture. Oh,
I love it. I love it.
So
yeah, I don't have a lot to add for what you all shared tonight, man. I think the only thing that comes to mind is having a chance to be at some of the early practices during homecoming. I just saw consistency. The same intensity they played with tonight was the same thing we saw in practice. They actually probably went a little bit harder in practice. So I do believe that this is just the first of many good games, non-conference games, where we're going to surprise some folks, especially when they think they can handle what they've seen on tape. You haven't seen half the team yet. And I'm telling you, the intensity of practice didn't even seem like they got close in the game today. So I'm looking forward to what that means for, was it FAMU this week? I got some family that went to FAMU, so shout out to the Rattlers. I tend to only call them when we beat them. So been having fun this time. I know Erica and I had a list of people we need to beat up on. FAMU was the first up. So definitely want to let the folks know we're going to have a little bit of fried rattlesnake on Saturday. We're going to take care of that. gonna take care of that. So, but yeah, absolutely, man. It was awesome to see. Awesome to see tonight.
Because I've been known to be petty every once in a while. I know it's a shame. It's another confession, but I do want to bring up. I think it's a valid point. Eric Grant brought it up because I saw it during the game, and I'm sure Coach Ty wouldn't agree with this. But Rain Durant, she squared up. You know, somebody tried to kind of punk her over there in the paint. You know, she got the technical, but I like the fact that she stood up like, nah. That it ain't going down here today. So yeah. People need to know you ain't no punks up here with the Lady Bison. So
I want the co-sign, but we trying to keep the Chicago positivity going, and he's dragging us back a little bit.
It's pot. You know, everybody needs that person on the team. That's the enforcer. I'm just saying, Rain, you know, I know you got the tech. I don't want you to get kicked out. But, Rain, I appreciate you standing up, not only for yourself, but for your team and letting Providence know.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we ain't going nowhere today. So,
so just so you know, we have a matching contribution from Dwight Ward, my brother from Z Chapter Howard University, is kicking in a donation as well. Thank you, brother, for matching it. Anyone else wants to join in? That's part of the journey here. I'm going to let Chip pay my $100 because he owes me $100. So I'm going to make sure he puts that in for me. That way you don't have to pay me that back. Just go ahead and put that in for me, Chip, and we can take care of that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What'd you say? The Atlanta crew on here is Nuck If You Buck, man. I like that. That's the theme song we got to put on for the enforcer. When she comes out, we got to play Nuck If You Buck. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And thanks again for everybody joining in, you know, day 2 of our season 2, and definitely looking forward to having more of this kind of interaction as we go. Man, a win gets everybody going, bro. So let's keep it going.
Let me ask y'all this, and I ask the fans as well. What do you see? What did you see as room for improvement? You know, we always want to, you know, look at the film, if you will. What I saw one area. What did you all see as possible areas of improvement going forward for the season?
Yeah, I'll start us off because it's something that I know that both Coach Ty Grace and Coach Kenny Blakeney are working on. It's the details, right? So I think the way we close out games, especially when we have them in hand, is definitely probably our biggest area of improvement. There's got to be a way that when we go into like let's win the game mode, we don't do unforced turnovers and don't get too lazy with the ball towards the end. So that's what I picked up tonight, because they were intense for about a good 30, 35 minutes, but there were about 5 minutes there where they had us on the edge of our seats. So that would be my main thing we'd look at, is just how do we close out, especially when we have the game in hand. What about you guys?
I'd say for me, and again, because I kind of saw it in practice, and a lot of teams, you know, struggle with this, but the press definitely got to get better, you know. And I think Eric People said it in one of the comment chats. Even though Ari was, you know, a great point guard, like we got to pass that ball. Like you don't want to try to beat the press by dribbling it. So
that's right.
You know, I know there was a lot of you know, Coach Grace stressed that in practice, so I'm sure she'll be rolling that film. Like, see, I told y'all this is why you need to pass instead of dribble. So, and I think it might be helpful to kind of have another ball handler back there with it, because it seemed like there was a lot on Ari's shoulders tonight to try to handle that press. So, you know, if I'm opponents and I'm scouting, I'm like, oh, okay, y'all just gonna have Ari bring it up, or we gonna throw everything we got at her. So, yeah.
I love it. Thanks, Liv. You know, thinking, you know, we took the foot off the gas. That we did feel that, and like I said, the Providence is young, but they're still trying to figure themselves out. I think they're going to be pretty good as they play their season, but absolutely can't let up. Love it.
E. Grant said they got to get better at defensive rebounding. They were better overall than last year rebounding. Like I saw some people actually using 2 hands to grab the rebound, because hey, that's last year was tipping and tapping, and We could never seem to grab the boards, but it looked like there was at least a focus on, we're going to snag. And the guards, you had Destiny and Zoe, flying in. When you got your guards going in for the boards, that's winning basketball. Or as E. Wash would say, that's what's good for basketball right there. So
it's good for basketball. Yeah. I love it. I love it. This is awesome, man. This is awesome, bro. So Chip, we promised the folks we weren't going to stay up all night tonight, man.
No doubt.
You messing with your bedtime. We gotta get some lights for E. Wash so he can take them glasses off at some point tonight. He's too cool for school, but we definitely wanted to continue to thank everybody for tuning in and rocking with us. This is a labor of love, and we want to make sure that everybody knows that if we can tell the stories that get you all hyped up to donate to the university, still time to donate. Still time to donate. I'm gonna check on our Instagram live here to see anyone else is taking the challenge. But please continue to give. Please continue to watch. And if you're in the DC area or near any of their games, butts in seats. Yours, your friends. Make it a day. Make sure everybody can enjoy what we enjoy about being part of the Howard culture, the winning culture, the championship culture, right?
No
right?
doubt.
So,
no doubt.
What's up?
So
you want me to close it on out?
I want us to close it out. Let me Erica is she's a star among us. To have a person this on a really highly rated podcast show nightly, HBCU Nightly. Shout out to Erica Lee, who holds it down, not only for Howard, but for all Black intelligent folks when it comes to her analyses across the sports. Thank you for joining us tonight, Erica. Love you and love what you're doing. Looking forward to your spots on HBCU Go coming down soon. So definitely thank you all for joining here. But Chip, like we do, we got to close this thing out, and then we're going to let people get out of here on the way we know how to do it, bro.
No doubt. Bison Nation, we continue to thank you for watching the podcast, for supporting these championship teams. I mean, I'm overwhelmed with the support tonight, the donations during the show. I mean, that's what it's all about. So continue to support these championship teams. You see it right below the link for the Mecca Society directly to the women's team. Donate to these teams. And, you can do through athletics at hubison.com. Again, at the Mecca Society, the NIL at the meccasociety.org. And you can do it on FanStake at fanstake.com. You see what we're building here with these teams. So continue to support these championship teams. And please continue to tell everybody about this podcast, the Bison Brothers Basketball Podcast, your number one home for all things Bison basketball. You can see us on YouTube. You can see us on Spotify. You can see us on Apple, and you can follow us on Instagram at Bison Brothers Basketball. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share, tell everybody about the podcast, and we're going to get out of here. I want all my hosts to come on back as we get ready to sign off. Bison Nation, y'all know how we do, even in the chats. Let's make it happen as we close out this show and close it in the only way that we know how. You know.